This is an ABC News special report.
And good evening, I'm Tom Yamas at ABC News headquarters in New York. We are coming on the air because President Obama is set to speak about the passing of Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia. Justice Scalia passed away in his sleep while on a hunting trip in Texas. He was the longest serving justice on the high court and an imposing conservative force, win or lose. Chief Justice John Roberts calling Scalia, quote, an extraordinary individual and jurist admired and treasured by his colleagues. We are awaiting the president to speak at any moment now from Southern California, where he was on vacation. We understand that the president is intending to possibly nominate someone before his presidency is up. Now, Republican senators have said they will block any nomination until the election is over, which is still 11 months from now. And as we said, at any moment, the president will take the podium there. Justice Scalia was 79 years old. We understand he was on a hunting trip in the western part of Texas, and he apparently died from natural causes. Senior White House correspondent Jonathan Karl joins me now. And John, what do we expect the president to say?
Well, I expect the president to, well, here he is.
Good evening, everybody. For almost 30 years, Justice Antonin Nino Scalia was a larger-than-life president on the bench. A brilliant legal mind with an energetic style, an incisive wit, and colorful opinions. He influenced a generation of judges, lawyers, and students, and profoundly shaped the legal landscape. He will no doubt be remembered as one of the most consequential judges and thinkers to serve on the Supreme Court. Justice Scalia dedicated his life to the cornerstone of our democracy, the rule of law. Tonight, we honor his extraordinary service to our nation and remember one of the towering legal figures of our time. Antonin Scalia was born in Trenton, New Jersey, to an Italian immigrant family. After graduating from Georgetown University and Harvard Law School, he worked at a law firm and taught law before entering a life of public service. He rose from Assistant Attorney General for the Office of Legal Counsel to the judge on the D.C. Circuit Court to Associate Justice of the Supreme Court. A devout Catholic, he was a proud father of 9 children and grandfather to many loving grandchildren. Justice Scalia was both an avid hunter and an opera lover, a passion for music that he shared with his dear colleague and friend, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Michelle and I were proud to welcome him to the White House, including in 2012 for a state dinner for Prime Minister David Cameron. And tonight, we join his fellow justices in mourning this remarkable man. Obviously, today is a time to remember Justice Scalia's legacy. I plan to fulfill my constitutional responsibilities to nominate a successor in due time. There will be plenty of time for me to do so and for the Senate to fulfill its responsibility to give that person a fair hearing and a timely vote. These are responsibilities that I take seriously, as should everyone. They're bigger than any one party. They are about our democracy. They're about the institution to which Justice Scalia dedicated his professional life and making sure it continues to function as the beacon of justice that our founders envisioned. But at this moment, we most of all want to think about his family. And Michelle and I join the nation in sending our deepest sympathies to Justice Scalia's wife, Maureen, and their loving family, a beautiful symbol of a life well lived. We thank them for sharing Justice Scalia with our country. God bless them all, and God bless the United States of America.
And we were just listening to President Obama talking about the passing of Justice Scalia, calling him a remarkable man, and also saying that right now him and Michelle Obama, the First Lady, are thinking about the Scalia family, but saying he intends to fulfill nominating a successor to the Supreme Court. And with that, I'd like to bring in senior White House correspondent Jonathan Karl. Now, Jonathan, we just heard the president say he plans on doing this. Will he be able to get it done?
Well, he can certainly nominate a replacement, and I fully expect that he will. But the question is, will the Republican-controlled Senate move on that nomination? Will they hold hearings on that nomination? Will they schedule a vote on that nomination? The word from the Republican Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, is that he believes that the appointment and replacement of Scalia should be done by the next president. And I would expect that they will not move forward whatsoever on this. But this will be quite a battle. It'll be a battle that will play out not only here in Washington between the White House and Congress, but on the campaign trail. And on the campaign trail as well, we've already heard from Hillary Clinton saying that she believes that the Congress has a constitutional responsibility to act on a replacement. And we've heard from Republican presidential candidates saying that they have absolutely they think there is no way that President Obama should be the person that would be replacing in his last year in office, his last months in office, the person who has been the constitutional icon, the constitutional ballast of the Supreme Court. So this will be a battle to play out here in Washington and on the campaign trail.
Yeah, the president's set to face one of his most heated political battles just before he exits the White House. Jonathan Karl, thank you so much for your help tonight. And we're going to return now to regular programming, which for some of you is World News Tonight. There will be much more on this tomorrow on Good Morning America, as well as this week, and World News Tonight as well tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night.
This has been a special report from ABC News.